Hi guys, I am Sammy the Shave Girl. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a quick video today. It's the tag video. I have a new layout. I have been working from home and I had everything set up in a different room, but now we have to start taking phone calls from customers at home, so I've had to move everything in here where there's no background noise, and it has taken up where I normally have everything laid out, my dressing table and my stand and everything. So I'm gonna give this a try and see how this looks. I think I prefer the backdrop a little bit, but we'll see how we go. So I was tagged by Sig Solo to do the if I could only pick 5 challenge, and I have just been watching some of those videos just to get a bit of a background on the kinds of things that people were picking. And from what I've gathered, I think there's 5 categories. So there's value, performance, sentiment, value and scent. So I have picked my favourites from each of those categories, and I think some of them are going to be quite samey to other people because there are a few artisans out there that just knock it out of the park on every single category. I don't think anybody can argue with that. So let's get cracking. So for performance, I have chosen regiment shaving. Now I know that in a few videos the general consensus was to pick an artisan that had a broad selection even for every category, because it would mean if you were picking just 5 for the rest of your life, you would want to have as many options as possible. They have, I think, about 5, maybe 6 shaving soaps on their website. This is made by veterans in California, I believe. The reason I am choosing this is because the scent is absolutely fantastic on this. It smells like the beach, but it is fantastic. So I've had this now for about 4 years. It's still going strong. It lathers phenomenally. It has great residual slickness. It always leaves your skin feeling smooth, and you always get great results with it. I haven't tried any of their other ones yet, but I am meaning to. I want the balm for this, but every time I go on their website it's sold out. But I am going to keep trying, and they have some great sounding scents on there as well. So that's my performance one. For sentiment, I chose this one. So I have A&E. This is the Barbie Sophisticato. The reason I chose A&E is because this was the first artisan I used when I started wet shaving. So I did just used to use whatever's in the bathroom and just the normal shaving gels, shaving foams in a can that you can get at the shop, and this was the first artisan that I tried, and it was just nice. The scent was nice, it was smooth, it lathers well. I really like the artwork, and I think this was the first one that I tried. This was the first soap of A&E's that I tried. I've had quite a few more since then, but this I think is my favourite one of theirs. So if I had to pick one for sentiment, I would pick this. This is just, it hits all the spots, and it's fantastic. I definitely like having that around. So for value, I chose Goodfellas Smile. So this is the Stardust one. This is the Walking Dead looking one. It's peculiar looking, this, but it smells really nice, really fresh, great summer scent. I chose this because the prices on these, so this is my favourite splash stroke fragrance anywhere out of all of them, even out of my perfumes. I prefer to wear this. As you can see, it's taken quite a beating. This one is based on Paco Rabanne. I think it's the 1 million, it might be the Privé, I'm not sure. But I think this was about £12 and I think this was about £9. And I have quite a few different scents in this. So I have the Raniero, and I have a few more, the names of which I can't remember right now. But these lather exceptionally. The scent strength on these is fantastic. They last a long time as well. So I've done samples of this. I've done samples of my other ones as well, and I sent one of them over to the States, and you only need a small amount. They lather fantastically. The scent on the splash is very, very long lasting. So you put this on, you're out and about for the day, you can still smell it a couple of hours later and it's still really strong. I always get really nice compliments as well when I wear this. I wore it, I was going out a few weeks ago and I was at the petrol station and the lady behind the counter was asking what it was. I always get compliments on this. Again, I think £12 and £8 or £9, probably even a bit cheaper. Fantastic value, beautiful products, especially if you're shaving on a budget but you still want really nice quality and really great soaps. I would definitely go for those. So far, I'm just gonna take a drink. Sorry about that. So the next one is Selection. And I am for Selection, and I know I'm not the only person who has chose this. I have gone for Sterling. It was a toss-up between this and what I picked for scent, which will just be for obvious reasons. When you see it, Sterling have a fantastic selection of products, and their scents are always fantastic. I have some samples of some Sterling ones I've wanted to try that we can't get over here. I have quite a few samples that were sent to me, which I cannot wait to try. This is the Queen of Hearts. This was the first one I bought for myself. I usually just steal my dad's. It saves me a fortune. It smells fantastic. They have such a broad range, and they do different styles of scents, which I like as well. So they do the coffee and the margaritas, and then they have the Black Ice and the Queen of Hearts. They have the Intrepid and the Executive Man. Sharp Dressed Man is absolutely beautiful scent. I got a aftershave sample of that and it was fantastic. They do such a broad range, but they're also fantastic value. So this is 5.8 ounces approximately, and I think this was £15. So I bought a Heritage Hill soap a few weeks ago, and it was 3 ounces and it was nearly £17. So this is fantastic value as well. I was queried by someone as well. I used this and I mentioned that you can get about 200 shaves out of a tub, and somebody asked in the comments how I can do that if I'm shaving my legs compared to a face shave. I use the same amount of soap for a 2-pass leg shave as the guys do for a 3-pass face shave. I always get more than enough lather out of it, more than enough, and it does perfectly fine. So it's very long lasting and it's fantastic, great value, and it is made by great people as well, which is really cool. And I really want to try their coffee, but it doesn't ship to England, so I'm gonna have to try and find a way around that. Now for scent, it took me a while to figure out what to use today in each category, because for every single category there was only one artisan that I wanted to use, because it just hits every single one of these. Selection, value, sentiment maybe, I guess. Absolutely scent and unrivaled performance, I think. I chose scent because I like scents. I like the scent of things, and especially in soaps and splashes and balms, and you know, you're going out for the day, you want to smell nice. And I've had some soaps in the past that have a fantastic sounding scent profile, but you just can't smell them when you get them. It's a very, very faint scent. However, this knocks it out of the park all the time. So for scent, I chose PAA. Again, this is my favourite one of theirs. This is Tombstone. I tend to not favour vanilla and floral kind of scents. I don't like those. I don't like them in my perfumes either. I always choose to stay away from floral light kind of scents. I prefer musky the ones that you would probably class as masculine scents, musky kind of scents. This smells fantastic. I absolutely love this. It's my favourite. I have done some for samples, but I've also used quite a bit of it. It's absolutely beautiful. I have the star jelly in this. I almost said I didn't then, but I do. I absolutely love it. It smells fantastic, and with these I tend to, when I get out of the shower and my skin's a little bit dry, I put some of my PA star jellies on, and they just have beautiful scents. You can smell them all day. They smell really nice and fresh, and I think if you could only pick one artisan at all, I think most people would pick PAA because they do everything. So I have soaps, splashes, pre-shaves, brushes, razors. I have their air freshener. So they do car air fresheners, and I have the CAD one in my car, so my car always smells absolutely beautiful. And people get in and they comment on how nice it smells, which is fantastic. And when that runs out, I can just top it up with a bit of my dad's CAD aftershave and you won't know. So they do absolutely everything, and again, it could hit all of them, and I really toyed with what category to put it in. But when I was going through my soaps, I couldn't find any others that would rival these on scent, because all of the PAA soaps I have are at least a 7 or higher on scent. The Rabid Banana you can smell before you even take the lid off the tub. It's fantastic, and I absolutely love strong, powerful scents. And I love that when I use this, I live in a flat, so when I use this, you can smell this throughout the flat all day, and it's fantastic. So those are my 5. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you've tried any of these, if you have any preferences, what your 5 are. My tags for this, I had a few people in mind that I was going to tag, and then one of them was tagged by somebody else, and then my reserve was tagged by somebody else. Just a bit late to the party, I think. So the first person I'm going to tag is Skylar Damron. I think that's just the name of his YouTube channel as well. He only started it fairly recently, I believe. He does face shaves and he does head shaves. I will put a link to his channel in the description of this video. Head over and check it out. It'll be really interesting to see what his 5 are. My next one is another person who I think is fairly new to, not so much wet shaving, I think he may be, but new to the YouTube side of it. And he's called Jake Yorkman. I will link his channel in the description to this video also. He has a great channel. He does his shaving videos, and he also has some great videos of the English countryside when he's out and about on his rides and stuff, which is really nice to see. So head over and check his channel out. Again, it'll be really interesting to see what his favourite soaps are, and if he could only choose 5, what he'd pick. And I am sure he may have already been tagged, but I will tag Mark at Friendship Shaving. He has a fantastic channel. He is very lovely, and he uses some really cool stuff. So it'd be really nice to see what his top 5 are, because I have a feeling it would be completely different to most of what everybody else has done, because he does have a pretty broad and cool selection of soaps. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for your patience in this from my last video. It's just everything's getting back to normal here. I have an idea in mind of some little clips I want to shoot, so everything's opening back up here now, and we have a nice town centre that I take my mum to, and I was in there at weekend, and they had some really nice, really cool American products in there, and they had some Barbasol products and such. So I'm thinking the next time I go, I'll maybe get some clips of the types of things we can find over here, few and far between, and the bargains that we tend to get for our shaving stuff in our shops, and see how we go. I will be doing a shave soon. I have a brand new soap that I really want to use that smells fantastic. I've wanted it for a while, and an English company have just got them in stock, which is fantastic. So thank you again. Let me know in the comments what you think of my selections and what your selections would be. Please hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your week.